Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy, Jew and the Jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism,
Sexism.
Much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
Rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
This first one comes to us from. Remember when we used to do that? All right. Jesus Christ. Love it, man. I'm telling you, dude, you got a great laugh, man. Dev Mac. By the way, again, this is another after the fact. Remember when we was doing the porn titles?
Yeah.
And I said Beverly Hills Cock?
Yeah.
Starring Eddie Slurpee. He eats so much pussy, so he's called Eddie Slurpee. How great would that have been? And that's back when they had movie voiceovers. And they would be like, he's bringing his cock from Detroit to Beverly Hills. Eddie Slurpee is Beverly Hills Cop. And he brings his face in the frame after eating the pussy. And he got pussy juice all over his mouth. And he just going, Eddie Slurpee. That's great. All right, we are way off.
Just because of that voice, have you seen Pablo in LA at all?
Francisco?
Yeah.
No.
Man, I would love to get him on the podcast.
Dude, speaking of which, let me go back a second. Fantasy of mine has always been to work with Eddie Murphy. And I actually wrote a treatment for, I swear to God, I know y'all gonna think I'm lying. I wish I had the treatment. I swear to God, I wish I had the treatment. I wrote a treatment way back when Eddie was still in the Chicago Bulls, Eddie, for Beverly Hills Cop 3. In Beverly Hills Cop 3, I play his son. And he's Axel Foley, and I'm his son. Some leaked footage came out of Beverly Hills Cop 3. Brandon T. Jackson is playing Eddie Murphy's son.
Yep.
In Beverly Hills Cop 3.
I seen that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Big up to Brandon. God damn. Poncho Z. Silver Red Blues. What up, fam? My nigga. Hey, I'm an OG in the email list to the podcast, so I should have my own song, my own theme song every time you read my emails, like how Ronald Williams got his song from the Hall of Notes. Just so you know, Poncho, he didn't get the song because of longevity. Matter of fact, he's not as a day one like you. He got the song like everybody else who gets their songs, gets them because I know where the comedy is with the song. I know where it links up. It makes sense. Farrah is Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Ronald Williams. Oh, yeah. Watch out, girls. He'll beat you up. It lends itself. It makes sense. So that's the only reason. I don't know anything for Poncho Z. I don't know what song I could come up with for Poncho Z. Shamor. My Sherry Amor. Shamor. So that's how that works. Now, on another note, Ayo Aries, did you know that in the Proud Family, your character, Wizard Kelly, is based off of Magic Johnson? And Magic Johnson's real life son, EJ, is in the show too, LOL. Let me stop. Why wouldn't I know that, Poncho? I'm the character. Of course I know that. Is a fan of is a fan. He a fan of yours. He's in the show too, LOL. Is he a fan of mine? Is he a fan of yours after them jokes you said about him on The Breakfast Club? And also, Kyla Pratt, the main actress on the show, is a baddie. Did you ever meet her in real life? And on another subject, in an earlier episode of the podcast, you said you had a friend who in all cases and purposes was a bum who lived at home with his mama. I never said he was a bum. I may know someone who is in a similar predicament What did your friend do to escape his wretched life and find prosperity elsewhere with employment abroad? And lastly, Brother Aries, please learn the definition of words before you use them, because there is a clip of you on Vlad TV where you are talking about the Key and Peele slavery skit, and you said the one thing you had a problem with the skit was there was no comeuppance for the slave. The word comeuppance means a well-deserved punishment. So basically, you were saying that the one thing you had a problem with the skit was there was no punishment for the slave. LOL, you got to change the Aries in your name to arises and arise to your consciousness in Nairobi and throw them spears in the sky. That's why you don't have song, Pancho. Best regards, Pancho Z. I did not know that. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you put me up on game.
Maybe his should be There He Goes.
Oh, there he goes. He got the one song that'll never show. There he goes. Show me some respect, Pancho. I'm gonna like reading this next one. Let me just get a little sip of water. By the way, when you read last week, that was good. You think you did well?
I hate reading, man. I really am dyslexic. I really have to like focus. It's so hard for me to read. And then when they throw in the
fuck ups,
the auto crashes into their unstructured sentences,
right?
Yeah, that really fucking puts me over the edge.
Christopher Reed, this is for Andy. Gentlemen, I hope all is well with the both of you. This is Christopher Reed. I've only written one other email before, and I was thankful it got read on the podcast many moons ago. For this email, I want to talk to you, Andy. Andy, I listened to the recent podcast episode where it sounded like you were doubting your comedic ability. Maybe I interpreted it wrong, but you said that sometimes you feel other comedians are a lot greater than you, making you question your reason for going up on stage. When I heard that, I had to do some homework. I went to the tube of you and typed in your name. Immediately, I was greeted with one of your videos entitled Submission Video. My man, you are a funny SOB. The way you had the crowd captivated, the way you were able to draw from personal experiences and still make it funny, and the way you presented that I don't give a fuck attitude was incredible. Don't take offense to this. Every time someone says don't take offense to this, the next thing out of their mouth is something offensive, LOL. But on the podcast, let's just say you get tongue-tied a bit. I have to take a joke from Aries and say bouncing ball over every word you say would do you and Shaq wonders. But when I watched your set, you didn't fumble over your words, you didn't stutter, hell, you didn't even forget anyone's name. I say all of that to say this. You belong on that stage just like everyone else. You've got the thing, brother. I've been waiting 2 years to get the chance to see you and Aries on stage, so please add Atlanta on the tour list. It would be an honor to tell you all this in person. I feel like it may resonate a bit more. Anyways, the two of you stay safe and healthy, and I hope to see you both in the A sometimes. All the best, Christopher Reed. Look at that.
Yeah, nice. I would love to be in Atlanta, but just to your point, my person on this podcast is completely different than who I am on stage. I'm confident on stage. I am confident. I know I'm funny. My point is, I see people that are funny, dude. Like I like, and I'm like, sometimes in this business, I don't know. Aries probably doesn't have this thing, but when I see some of these guys that are young that are coming up, and I think, damn, they're good. What the fuck am I doing? Why am I wasting stage time?
What is it I don't have?
No, I'm saying I don't think that you have that insecurity where you think.
Oh, no.
You just know that you.
No, I'm a fucking genius.
That you belong there. I just see people that are so good that I go, sometimes I'm thinking I'm taking up stage time that should be for someone else. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having a healthy dose of act, because I mean, if I was meant to do this from the beginning of time and I've been doing it, by this time I think that I'd either know I was doing it or I just wouldn't do it. I'm still not that long in this. And sometimes I just wonder, you know, could have this time been better served becoming something else?
Do you know why you do well on stage?
No.
Because you got the touch. You got the power.
Yeah, and that's probably closest to the truth. That guy was delusional who was doing that song in what was that? Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Where he's playing what was that? No, I don't even remember that dude's
Porn
name.
star Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, but that's based loosely off of the white dude with the
Pete Holmes. Something Holmes. John Holmes.
John Holmes.
I was gonna say Pete Holmes.
Yeah. No,
The comedian.
could you imagine? Pete Holmes was a porno star as well.
Right.
That would be funny. He'd be the nicest, politest, most humble porno star ever.
Right.
Could you? Would you mind? Could you?
Could I please insert my penis into your vagina? Almost turned into Jeff Goldblum. Can I please insert my penis in your vagina? All right, this next one's from Ann Johnson. Oh, Andy, Morgan Freeman voice. Oh, Andy. Speaking of which, I told Andy to watch, and he remembered he had seen it. Fucking Street Smarts with Morgan Freeman. Dude, if you guys don't know this movie, this is when Morgan made this movie in his younger days when he was 178. It's him and Christopher Reeves, and he plays a street pimp as though there's a suburban pimp. And Christopher Reeves plays a suburbanite, and he's a reporter, and he's doing a story about street life, and he's interviewing Morgan to see, and he follows him around with camera crew and shit, and interviews him about being a pimp. And there's a scene where one of Morgan's girls was kind of taking some money off on the side, and Morgan loves to drink Yoo-Hoos. It's funny, when we were talking about the other episode the other day about watermelon and how watermelon isn't as sweet as it used to be. Have you ever been a fan of Yoo-Hoo?
Yeah, I would.
Dude, when I was in the 80s, it really tasted like chocolate milk. Now it looks watery and like it's something else.
Yeah.
It ain't what it used to be.
I don't know if it's different. It just, I think we might have a different idea of it. But
Our shit was real, man. Real watermelon with real black seeds, real sweetness, real chocolate milk. The shit they doing now, man.
Dude, but that picture, that first scene where you see Morgan Freeman and he's drinking that Yoo-Hoo and he's in that car.
Right.
I would love to have a giant, like about a 4x5 print of that in my house of just him holding the Yoo-Hoo. It is such a funny fucking.
Well, here's the funny part. So he gets in the car, right? And Christopher Reeves is driving, and Morgan Freeman has him pull over. He calls his black prostitute to get in the car with him. He's got his arm around her, and he's got the Yoo-Hoo bottle, and he starts off kind of like, not too, regular. But then he gets straight to the point, lets her know, bitch, you've been stealing from me. And she says something, and he takes the Yoo-Hoo bottle and pow, he breaks it on the dashboard, and he puts the sharp edges near her face. And she goes, please, not my face. He goes, it ain't your face, bitch, it's my face. Man, I said, Morgan's career has covered the full spectrum. This nigga's played a pimp and God.
Yeah.
His last movie, if he ever retires, should be called The God of Pimps. It ain't your face, bitch, it's my face.
But I like how all the pimps, especially at that time,
Right.
were all impressions of Iceberg Slim.
Right.
And none of them were good.
Oh, no, nigga, because it's white folks' vision of how niggas act. So they always have us on that, hey, mama, look here, blood, bitch.
But Iceberg Slim had a little bit of that, but not in a white, predictable way, in
Right.
in a street vernacular,
Right.
and a cool way of how he. There's a documentary on Iceberg Slim if anybody wants to check it out.
I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but it just it's got me thinking about it in the vein of blackisms. I don't know if white men ever do this, because I've seen a lot of old school black men do this. My father used to do this. The scene in Blues Brothers. Oh, not Blues Brothers. Trading Places, when Dan Aykroyd is trying to pawn his watch because he's Ray Valentine now. He's a bum. He's a wino. He's out on his luck, and he's desperate for money. And he's in the scene with Bo Diddley, who plays the pawn guy.
Yeah,
and he goes, I'll give you $5 for this watch. What did he say? $20. And he goes, that is a star. And he tells him what the watch does. It does this, it does this. It's made in the Swiss. It can tell time in 43. Blah, 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 blah. Here in certain pawn shop, it's worth $20. So then he goes, all right, fine. And as Bo Diddley goes to, God, I wish I could do this, just to count the money off the pile of money he's got. Matter of fact, I got it on me. As he go, and my dad would do this. A lot of old school niggas do this. They lick their thumb as they, and the way Bo Diddley, and with this money, and he's looking at Dan Aykroyd, it's the funniest niggerish shit I've ever seen. And it just reminded me of that, because
I think it had, I don't know, but my dad, my stepdad,
Right.
he used to do shit
Really?
like that. Yeah, and I think it has to do more with the Midwest and that kind of, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. There's culturally, I think it just comes from different regions of this country.
Yeah, but I think that's predominantly a black thing.
Well, he was from Detroit,
Even more so.
so you know.
And them niggas have long fingernails. So
Did you notice Morgan Freeman?
Yes. Yes, nigga.
I was gonna call you when I saw that. I forgot.
Fingernails, Jack. All right. Yo, LMFAO. Andy, my guy, you different, LOL. Motherfucker talk about you put your liquidy soapy ass hand in your ass to wash it. Ha ha ha. I had to pause the pod to take a time out and write this. I literally laughed out loud with the sound that a Windex bottle makes when it's towards the end. It's end. Dude, I laughed when he said that because in my mind, I was just going, Anyway, the bat signal was thrown in the air and I had to pull up. So you got to either have the loofah and the washcloth or two washcloths. One is used for your face and the other one is for your body. And if you wash your face with the same washcloth that you wash your ass with, my God, you're living life foul. But yo, for real, Andy, you are living reckless. I guess this is another reason to add why they call you GTA Andy. That's some wild white boy shit. And the fact that you have the opportunity to wash your ass with a washcloth at a hotel and you say, nah, let me opt to go with these hands instead, is barbaric, LAMAO. If I ever get the opportunity to meet you, it's all love, no homo, but you get in the fist bump instead of the handshake, G. LOL, as always, much love, and this is the dopest pod out. Peace, Ant Johnson. P.S. If there are any $10 a lot of money, I was typing this up with liquidy, soapy hands. Psych, LOL.
Okay, again, first of all, you said loofah, and a loofah is actually that natural thing that looks like a cucumber, but it's like, so I don't think that that's what you're putting up your ass. Well, one, I think you mean the scrunchy things that you soap up that have that little, and you put that in your ass, and then what do? You wash that off, and then you save it and hang it back up, and you have some. You have something you shoved up your ass. Now you hung it up so that you can use that again. Right? But I'm the nasty one. Second of all, you said, I'm in a hotel. Yeah, I get it. And this same thing Ari says. But that shit's been up someone else's ass.
And you know what? You're not lying, too, because I just used your bathroom to piss. All your wash rags are untouched.
Yeah.
Damn, it's the legend is real. Wow.
Because we have liquid soap.
Wow.
So let me ask you this. though. You eat a girl, you'll eat a girl's pussy.
No, not any girl.
Not any girl, but But you'll do whatever.
If she all the things
if you're
are right.
grabbing her, you're doing everything, you're
Right.
touching her ass, you touch the ass, you wash your hands, right?
After you touch her ass?
After you're done, you wash up, right?
No.
You don't wash up. You leave it all over you.
Yeah.
You just
Nigga.
secrete into your
It's called
skin.
pheromones.
After you wash up, anyway, you wash up. You wash your hands. Your ass is like. Listen, I don't know how you're wiping your ass. And first of all, I'm going to say something. I'm going to call Aries out on this. He said something to me really gross the other day. He said, "Have you ever wiped your ass with a paper towel?" And he said, "When you have an itchy ass,
Yes,
and you wipe
it scratches your asshole.
You shouldn't. If you have an itchy ass, it's because you left shit in your fucking ass.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah. The ass is like the nose. Sometimes you
There's
inhale.
depends on what kind of itch you're having, but there's an itchy ass, and then there's an itchy ass from now.
Nah, son.
Nah.
No, your
So
ass
here's my point.
itches
Though.
sometimes.
You take your soap, you clean your ass, you wash your hands, and you're clean. That's it. That's the bottom line. You're taking that nasty towel and you're shoving it up your ass. It's been up someone else's ass. I don't care if it's been washed or not. It's a nasty ass towel that's been up someone else's ass. Any way you look at it, I don't care. If you watched it happen, if you were sitting in the hotel and you had the washer and dryer here and someone washed their ass with that towel and then put it in the washer, washed it, took it out, dried it, and said, now it's your towel.
Yeah.
No, I'm not touching someone else's ass towel. I'm sorry. It's not going on my body. It's not going on my body. Those are in your ass. Those are in your, people jack off on them. People, whatever they're doing, they're cleaning up after they fuck, whatever they're doing.
Dude, you're laying in the sheets in that bed.
I can't stand it. I honestly, I know other people that bring their own sheets with them on the road.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm close to that because I'm starting to get really panicked about it. I am close to that. I don't want to have anything to do with that. You're washing your ass is clean, your hands are clean, you wash your hands off, you clean them. Your hand has been around much more foul shit than your own ass, unless your ass is foul. My ass, I wipe it really good after I take a shit. Then when I go to take that shower, sometimes immediately after taking that shit, I wipe my ass and I'll jump in the shower, fucking clean up.
Woo!
Sorry.
So after you done.
No, I wipe my ass.
No, I'm saying you wipe your ass though, but you coming fresh off that pot.
Yeah, but you don't stick your hand up your ass the second you get in the shower.
I know.
You let water run off you.
Just shit. The skin is warm.
Your skin should be warm.
You had straight hot doo-doo out the oven pass through your butt cheek skins. Your shit is warm, nigga. You just put your hand in that warm ass. Oh.
So it's better when you let it bake in there for a while, is what you're saying.
Let the temperature come down.
Let it bake in there.
Man, your ass cheeks, your inner ass cheeks is hot, dude.
There's no perfect way to get through this world, is what I'm going to say. But I'm not sticking someone else's dirty cloth in my ass. I don't give a shit what you're saying. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to use a loofah. So it's better if you use the loofah and then you rinse it off and then you use that thing again? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not saying that. Aunt Johnson. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, your asshole has shit that comes out of it. It's nasty. You're not going to improve nasty. It's nasty. It is nasty. You do the best you can with however you want to do it, but I ain't taking someone else's nasty asshole rag and sticking it in my asshole.
Crazy.
That's all I'm saying.
I just want to say this. You act like the rag you're using, when you use a wash rag and you leave it sitting out and it's dry and crunchy, you act like you're using that same crunchy, dry rag that somebody used. That shit has been washed with soap, water, bleach, hot water. It's clean.
You mean,
man.
as far as you know, they did all that stuff with it, as you just said.
If it was dirty on a white towel, you would see it.
You would see it, but there's
And you would
still
smell
germs
it.
and bacteria. No, I'm sorry.
come on,
And let me ask you this other question. I said this to you before, and you wouldn't say it. If you watch me feed my dog off my plate, and then I washed that plate, and I gave you that plate to eat on, you eating out of that plate?
Dude, I don't think it would bother me. You know what's bothering me is the fact that I know what white folks, how they get down with their dogs, man. So that's what's keeping me from answering. But technically, it's a clean fucking plate.
Technically, it is a clean plate. So eat out of that plate.
We eat plates at restaurants that other people have eaten off of. We put silverware in our mouths that other people have put in their mouths.
Yeah, and you look at it, and you do you inspect yours?
No.
I inspect my silverware.
Really?
Yeah. Because I worked in that business. And it does go through. Here's the thing. And we say what it's supposed to be. Dude, yeah, it's supposed to be at a certain temperature. Yeah, there's chemicals in it. All that takes place to kill any bacteria or anything that's on your silverware. But sometimes the fucking hot water ain't working. You think they're closing down the restaurant because the water isn't hot enough?
Well, even if the water was ice cold, if they're using chemicals, doesn't that kill it?
It should.
Yeah.
There's a lot of should. I mean, I'm accepting that no one wiped their ass on my plate and on my silverware, and the worst I have to do is saliva. I ain't sticking that in my ass.
DevMac, Batman versus the Klan and Triple X movies. Yo, this is DP from the South Side of Chicago. Long-time listener and big fan. I swear when I was a kid and had no cable, you were the first comedian I knew from Mad TV in the 90s. First time writing in. Hopefully it gets read, but I know you guys are busy. But I am a truck driver and I listen to the podcast all the time to get me through the night, old episodes and new. I doubt you would listen to this, but I've just come across graphic audiobooks for DC and Marvel. One in particular that I listened to was called Batman versus Dead White. I didn't know I could get so graphic. I didn't know it could get so graphic. But I find it funny that Batman was going against a supervillain that was the Grand Wizard of the Klan. I died laughing when he called Batman a gay slur, fag, he puts in parentheses, Jew who dresses, he meant to say in a gimp suit, but I'm a gimp suit. $10, a lot of money. How'd you like my truck horn? It's good. He had a black cop help him take him down, but it's 7 hours. I only listen because I drive trucks, but I swear I wish they made a movie of it because it's so damn graphic and offensive. But that's my type of comedy. That's why I fuck with y'all so hard, because y'all keep that Bolivian uncut real shit. Porn movies I had was American History Triple X featuring Edward Nutton. House Orgy featuring Common Puss and Full Fist. Space Jizz featuring Michael Jizzed on Buns Bunny and Dickie Duck. You burning the midnight oil on that one.
This guy spent a lot of time in that
Yeah.
in the truck.
Yeah, keep your pimp hand strong and keep it real, my boys. I don't know if Dwan gonna like you, you know what I mean, plagiarizing his quotes. We might get a visit from a pigeon one day. Boop, 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 boop. He. The shortest scroll ever written from the Yvonne Curse. It says, quit biting. Dip, bip, bip, bip.
He's a truck driver. He should keep on rolling.
Keep on rolling.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. Okay. PG. Joke. What up, double A? What happened?
I don't know. I just think it's funny that that's the subject line.
Joke. Oh. I have a remix for Andy's joke about New York. How can you tell if someone's Jewish? Wait 10 minutes, they'll tell you. Seriously, Andy, why do Jewish people broadcast it? They will find a way to bring it up. I'm just going to focus on comedians right now. Every comedian that is Jewish brings it up in their set. I've always wondered why. Just curious. Peace, love, and happiness. Signing off as it's all about P. It's all about P. Okay. Was he trying? I'm confused. Was he making a joke or was he telling you something?
Well, because that joke that I said, how do you tell someone's from New York?
Right.
You go, just wait 10 seconds, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
And so his is that Jews always tell you that they're Jewish. I think you could tell most people are Jewish, but comedians do because they make Jewish jokes. And I think that's their way of saying they're in on, these have been run by the tribe and they're okay to be said. I don't know, but there's one comedian right now in New York, and I seen him, and
You saw him?
I didn't see him. I saw his what is it called? Not Instagram, the other thing.
Twitter?
No, the other one, the new one. TikTok.
TikTok.
He has TikTok, and every one of them starts off with, I'm Jewish, and then I finally went, dude, we know now. You can move on from that,
right?
But I don't know. There's some point of reference sometimes that people use when they're like Italian or when they're Jewish or when they're you don't normally have to say you're black because that's a visual.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have to think about that, but I know a lot of people say you don't have to say you're female because you're on stage unless you have to go with they
or you're hi Andy. Hi Andy.
That's a they.
My name is Tracy. I have to wash my ass. Am I gonna use a wash rag or my hand? I don't know.
It's not like you're sitting there dry wiping it. You're fucking in the water. It's clean. Everything gets cleaned.
Right. Nicholas Canton. Andy and the N-word. What's good, my brothers? Day one here. New email, though. Here's a little tale that may help Andy navigate his N-word struggles. He doesn't have N-word struggles because he ain't trying to say the N-word.
I mean, I've been struggle-free for a long time.
Right. Back in high school, I had a teammate who was so stupid. Burr was damn. You know, sometimes I feel like life has a way of punishing you when you're saying something you shouldn't. Now he writes, back in high school, I had a teammate who was so stupid. He's supposed to say but was funny as hell, but he spelled but B-U-R. God don't like ugly. $10 a lot of money, Nicholas, but was funny as hell. He was tall, goofy white boy who wanted to roll and be down with the brown. He used to get into fights over why he could not say the N-word. So my boy told him every time he wanted to say it to just say nickel with the same vigor, swag, gusto, and love we bless the word with. So Andy, when you reading emails and get hemmed up, drop a nickel in there. LOL.
That's not that bad of an idea, though. The nickel.
Right.
Here's the
These two nickels.
These two nickels rolled up on me like a dime.
Right. Hey, damn it. Who's the pimp now? It ain't your face, bitch. It's my face. All right. Please, nickel, take it easy. Look here, you little nickel bitch. Here are a few more movie offerings for both of you. I would love to hear your collective thoughts on. That's funny, man.
It is funny.
Oh. Next time, I hope you get chased by a pack of nickels. Steve, throw in the lethal weapon thing after that. Taking a beat, coming out of that in 3, 2, 1. Here are a few favorite movie offerings for both of you. I would love to hear your collective thoughts on. Soft and Quiet from Netflix. Sisu, Amazon Prime, and Fresh, I saw that one. 1994, Amazon Prime. Thank all for Jesus Christ. That's all for now, my nickels. Keep up the greatest podcast around. Your boy Nick. Jesus Christ.
I like
it. Don't help that I ate that fucking veal, human-sized head.
two piece.
Fucking chicken, whatever, sandwich. Jesus.
On a loaf of French bread.
Marinara.
On a loaf of French bread.
Oh, God. My chest.
That's funny how he said, that is funny because you get the same sound and tone. But see, the thing that bothers me about this whole thing is, it's you're still saying, you're still projecting the fucking, I don't know. Yeah, man. I don't know. But I do think that that's funny how he said it. I don't know why goofy white dudes want to be able to say it, though. That's the thing that
cool white dudes want to be able to say it, too.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah. Well, I love when Godfrey said, and I'm paraphrasing, it's to be able to have access to something they can't. And white people have always been able to have access.
Well, and I like that one guy who said that the thing that's great about white people not being able to say it is it gives them the understanding of how black people have always felt in this country where they can't say things that they want to say. I think that was genius how he put that. It's the only thing. It's the one word.
Well,
I would like to bring that joke back, though, but it'll come back one of these days.
Eric?
Yeah, at the church.
Eric's nickel. Jonathan Moore. Have y'all watched Hey A&A, just writing to ask, have y'all seen these 2 movies? Have y'all seen this 2 movies? Damn, Jonathan, you literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines in your damn email, and you couldn't get that one right. Have y'all seen these 2 movies? Not this 2 movies. $10, a lot of money. 1, Empire stars John Leguizamo. Eddie stars Whoopi Goldberg and a couple of basketball players. That was it. I did not see Empire. I've never heard of Empire. I did see Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg. And who was it? Was it John Sally? John Sally's in that. Again, John Sally, one of the very few athletes who can fucking act and is funny.
He's funny.
Yeah. John's funny, man. And Rick Fox.
Is Rick Fox funny though?
Pretty.
He can act, but
I don't think he's funny.
He's looking older now.
Yeah, but it's still a sexy old with all the gray hairs. Just,
Yeah, it's just that he went from being that guy.
He's still that guy. Oh, please. Ain't no pussies drying up when he walk in a room. Yeah, that motherfucker is automatic. You know who else has aged gracefully? Philip Michael Thomas. Have you seen him lately?
I saw a picture of him recently. Yeah, he looks.
Yeah. Because, black don't crack to begin with. So,
It's his look, though, obviously changed. It needed to change.
That motherfucker had curly, good hair with green eyes and was light-skinned damn near. Man, if that don't unlock the key, that's the key to unlock every pussy, nigga. Oh, God. I wish I could be as dark as I am, but I had green eyes.
It's the eyes.
It's the eyes, man. That shit, you stare right at a bitch's soul to the panties. Damn. But that's what money is for.
But you're bringing up all these guys. If you're bringing up black dudes that have aged gracefully, Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
And he's in great shape. He looks like he's still
right.
Frontman, lead singer.
D-Matic. I meant to send this to you because I wanted you to really take your time with this. D-Matic, the producer, black artist rank. Because for me, I feel like I could do it rather quickly, but I think you would have liked to have had some time.
Let's go.
Let's do it. What's up, A&A? Where would you rank these black actors based on a scale of 1 to 20 because of their body of work, with 1 being the best and 20 being the bottom of the barrel? Excuse me. Oh, boy. I haven't done this in a long while. It's like I've been hibernating. I'm going to say hibernating. No, I like that word. Because to harbor means to hold something, right?
Yeah.
I've been hibernating, which means I've eaten 20 black dicks. So I've been able to sleep.
You hibernated that?
And they were all tall, really skinny black men with dreadlocks. If you watched enough porn, you know those black guys got the biggest cocks. All right.
He liked his guys young, too.
I know.
So it'd be young.
Pubescent ass niggas.
I didn't say he liked young guys off that just came to Hollywood. That's what
I love a pack of young nickels.
Those uncirculated nickels.
I love uncirculated nickels.
Ones that haven't been all touched and bond.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I like it when they're in pristine mint condition.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm talking about nickels now.
I know you. I know. Yeah. Wink, 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 wink. All right. So here's the list.
It's a coin collection.
1 to 20. Forrest Whitaker, Morgan Freeman, Will Smith, Lawrence Fishburne, Wesley Snipes, Sam Jackson, Jamie Foxx, Clifton Powell, Idris Elba, Keith David, Delroy Lindo, Denzel Washington, Chadwick Boseman, Lorenz Tate, Don Cheadle, Michael B. Jordan, Damson Idris, Anthony Mackie, Lakeith Stanfield, and Cuba Gooding Jr. Well, for me, number 1 is Denzel.
Okay, but before we even go through this, and since Will Smith's on there, does Will Smith, did it fall because of the goofy shit? Did it fall?
Not to me. It
didn't? Okay.
I know there's some people that would like to say that goofy shit, but not to me. That's like, some girl wrote, I saw on Instagram when I posted the clip of me on Top Billing with Bill Bellamy. She wrote, "Didn't we cancel him?" And some guy commented and said, "Who is we?" And she goes, he canceled. He goes, "What you think he's canceled because you say he's canceled? All 100 and 120 of your followers?" Like, get the fuck out of here.
He looked up her followers.
Yeah. So it's like, Will is all right.
But did he fall down on the list a little bit?
I don't think so. But he would never be high on my list anyway.
You loved him in Ollie.
Come on, man. Who's your poser, man? Well, Denzel is going to be my number one. That's automatic. And this is for me where it starts becoming it's anybody's game. Because there's a lot of these dudes who are, I just think bar none, Denzel is far from the pack. But I don't know.
So he's the NBA and everybody else is the WNBA?
That's cute, but don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know better than that. He's Jordan, and we could give all them other spots to some top NBA players.
No, I don't think that's fair because there's some Wesley Snipes has done some really great projects, so you can't say.
But I don't know that I would put Wesley in terms of acting, body of work,
Lawrence
over
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
No, I wouldn't. I'm just looking at some of the names on there. Lawrence Fishburne is up there. They're all top tier actors.
Yeah, it's hard. I would need time with this dude. Seriously.
Morgan Freeman. I love Morgan Freeman, but Morgan Freeman.
I was gonna put him at my number 2.
But he is the one. How many characters does Morgan Freeman play?
From a pimp to God. Nigga.
But he plays them all the same.
No.
Very similar.
No way. Joe Clark was the same as who?
But it's a real person that he's playing. So he's playing a character at that time.
Driving Miss Daisy is close to who?
It's the same as the pimp.
Get
Put
the
the bottle
fuck
to her
outta here.
face.
In Miss Daisy's face. Oh, man. I can't. Damn. Now, Miss Daisy, your face is my face, bitch.
No,
red and Shawshank.
No, red. I guess it's just his style is the same. I guess it's that.
You feel like you always hear Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, because it's that style, that slow pace that he gives. Everything has that pace,
right?
But you're right. There's enough nuance to all of his characters, but it's that pace, man. It's hard not to hear. It's not too hard to hear him.
I could listen from at the number 2 spot. It's such a toss up. You could say Morgan. You could say Lawrence Fishburne. I could just as easily say Don Cheadle.
You can't put Don Cheadle. Well, Don Cheadle's up there, but you can't put him at Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne has been so many movies, so many and he's a Shakespearean actor.
Yeah, that's true. You ever see Hotel Rwanda?
Yeah.
See, like Don Cheadle, man.
It was great.
Right.
John Cheadle's done great work. I'm not saying that, but the long body of work that Lawrence Fishburne as a kid doing.
Yeah, guys like Anthony Mackie, Lorenz Tate, they're all like Lakeith Stanfield. They're like Michael B. Jordan. They're all like, rookies.
And then Jamie Foxx, what he does do is fucking the top.
That's what I'm saying, Jamie. I think Jamie's in the top 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. Delray Lindo, he's not in a lot of great movies, but the movies that he's in, he's great.
Right. Idris Elba.
It's new.
I like Idris.
It's new to us. It's new to us.
Right. And to me, the most I enjoyed Idris was in The Wire. Movie-wise,
where do you put Cuba Gooding Jr.? Now, you worked with them, so yeah. I mean...
I remember, Paul Mooney used to call him Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. Listen, to this day, it left a bad taste in my mouth when Cuba Gooding won the Oscar. And remember what he did after he got his award and gave his acceptance speech? Well, first of all, when he got the award, he had it. He was on stage. He was really excited. But whatever. But at the end, not at the end, after he did the woos a couple times, he jumped up in the air and clicked his heels. Do you know why that?
Yeah.
You know why black people would have a problem with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Real Bojangles.
Yeah.
Coon and shit.
Yeah, I got it. But what if
black people sat at home and went, look at this nickel.
But does he dance? Does he really dance in real life?
What do you mean?
Does he dance?
Is he known to be a dancer?
Has he had dance training? Is that a moment that could have all that?
No. You're in front of them white Hollywood elite motherfuckers on TV in front of gazillions of millions of motherfuckers and you jump up and click your heels.
I get it. I'm just, what's his name? Now I'm going to forget his name, who's not even on this list, who I think is a great fucking actor, but who was a dancer.
Who was a dancer?
Yeah, he was in the cop movies.
Oh, I think. Well, give me more.
I'm not gonna have more. He died. His
You can't name a movie he's been in.
He was in the Cotton Club. Yeah, I'll look it up right now.
Cotton Club. I'm your private dancer for money.
We've talked about him before on here because I think he's a great actor. Gregory Hines.
Oh,
and he's not on there. He's not on the list. But I mean, if Gregory Hines was to do that, would you feel the same way?
I don't think Gregory Hines would do that.
I don't think he would either. Well, I know he ain't going to do it right now. But I mean, if he had done it.
No self-respecting black man
is going to do
that. And Cuba got the white wife. He likes hockey. He got a fucking SUV with police sirens in it. He got all the anti-nigger shit.
Well, as far as his acting goes.
Cuba?
Yeah.
I think he's good. He don't, to me, reach down in the depths of my soul and make me feel him.
Yeah, there's a lot of people missing on this list. But on this list, I think you could divide this up in half pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think you could do an A and B list pretty quick. Because I'm going to keep Forrest Whitaker on there. I'm going to keep Morgan Freeman on the top of the list.
And like I said, my man who don't get enough credit, Clifton Powell.
Yeah?
I mean, you hit them corners too goddamn hard. Slow this motherfucker down. You almost made me spill yak on my $200 suit. Get it together, baby.
Yeah, you could cut that list and make it half
we
and A and
should
B.
get back to that.
Yeah.
Because other than Denzel, my number 2 is a toss-up with a lot of people.
I'm going to put Larry Fishburne on number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2, just because he's been doing it since he was your age,
right.
From Apocalypse Now all the way to everything that he's done. And that's a large body of work.
It feels wrong to not put Sam Jackson in the top 3. But like we said, other than A Time to Kill, he's Sam Jackson.
But listen, as much as I appreciate Morgan Freeman, I think he's been a lot, but it's still Morgan Freeman. I know that there's nuances to his character, but I still hear Morgan Freeman.
Glory
was, you know what? You're right. I can't do that to him. It's just that I guess
the whole world got to spit in your face.
I guess I grew up with Morgan Freeman on the Electric Company, and I still hear that,
Morgan Freeman.
Wish, bone. Wish, right. Where they go back and forth. I don't know what the words are, but it was just that his voice is just so, it's my own problem because his voice is so unique and it's so instantly recognizable no matter what character he's playing. So, you know what? I'm going to change my mind because, that's how great he is because he does have a wide range. He
probably was in the back of your conscience right now. Like, oh, come on, Andy. I deserve better than that.
Exactly.
I should be at number 2. I grew up with you, and you grew up with me. I taught you your words. Come on, Andy. Don't do that to an old family-friendly nickel.
That's it. Except for that last part. That's exactly what's going on in my head. Because he does play a wide range. I just instantly recognize him as Morgan Freeman, but he does play a different character.
Right.
But so he's in there, but I'm still going with Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay. No, listen, that's a respectable. Yeah. I don't think any of them new dudes could be in the top just because they knew. Lakeith Stanfield, Michael B. Jordan, Anthony Mackie, Lorenz Tate, even though Lorenz ain't no spring chicken. Ali D. Movie recommendation. What's up, A&A? Just want to give you guys a good movie recommendation. It's called Redemption and stars Jason Statham. Without giving it away, he pretty much plays a veteran that's on the run and that's dealing with his own demons. He does beat the shit out of people in it. Now, be warned, it's not the typical action movie. It's dramatic. It's a dramatic role he plays. However, it's not boring. I thought it was pretty good, and it's also a movie that kind of flew under the radar. Would love if you guys check it out, since I'm sure you'd like it. Yeah, if it's just him. Now, if it's him and a bunch of other English dudes. I ain't fucking with it. Oh, that won't trouble, lady. Oh, cheers, mate. I don't know what to tell you. What's wrong with this bloke? It's slimy bastard. Action.
You really have it. Really bothers you.
Horrible.
Dude, and that movie was so
Horrible.
good. Hey, you know Jeffrey Wright wasn't in that list either.
Oh. He's such a... No.
He plays a lot of great characters,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He's a great
yeah.
character actor, man. I'm not... That list is incomplete. Keep going.
Ali D. I read it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? It's called Redemption. Yeah.
I think I might have saw that recently. I have to look. I just think it's funny that that accent bothers you that much.
It's not.
It takes you out of it.
It's our thing. It's our thing.
What would Morgan Freeman sound like if he was British? Would it sound the same, or would he sound the same?
Oh boy, Andy. You're gonna make me get a fucking migraine.
Aneurysm.
Aneurysm. Trying to piece that together.
It would change him completely though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think
It would take away he couldn't play God at that point.
All right, you slap me by your stud.
See,
That'll turn into Forrest Gump.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that voice is that unique and I guess I get what you're saying, that it takes you out of it because
Right. Goddard's Jazayeri. What name is Jazayeri? Jazayeri.
sounds like they play hockey.
Jesus, Goddard's Jazayeri. Sound like a motherfucker that you hope don't enroll in flight school. I don't want to learn to land. Only take off and fly. Allah. All right. About Tupac. Oh, Swedish. I'm from Sweden.
See, hockey is hockey.
Oh, okay. I have suggested to you guys before, and I'm doing it now. You guys must see Resurrection, the Tupac documentary where he recounts his life in his own words, the only documentary approved by his mother, Resurrection from 2003. Salutes.
Did we talk about that? I know we watched
We
it.
talked about Dear Mama.
No, but I thought we talked about Resurrection because we saw it. I saw it.
I never saw it.
I thought we talked about it. I saw it.
No, I never saw it.
His mom was, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. His mom wasn't alive about this last documentary, Dear Mama, but the sister saying that that's the story that his mom wanted to tell also.
Right.
So I'm not saying it for any other reason to say I wouldn't discount this last documentary.
Right.
But I would like to, I have seen the other one and maybe we should check it out and just talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. Try to get this last one in. Darren Williams, Tupac and ass cleaning. Clean your ass in the shower, nigga. Use your hand or a loofah. What up, guys? The Tupac doc was great. The doc was way better than the movie. And being the biggest Tupac fan, I thought I knew all about him, but learned even more. Now, the dude who is his real father, you can tell he really wanted to be in Pac's life. Pac looks like him also. I always wondered if he stayed in prison a little longer, would he still be alive? Jeez. Oof. Lastly, on Pac, did you know his real birth name is Lassane or LaShawn? Lassane Parish Crooks. Lassane Parish Crooks. Now for ass cleaning. I will somewhat agree with Andy. I use towel to wash my face, armpits, and my balls. But for my ass, I spread my cheeks in the shower. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You ain't writing to your diary, nigga. You writing for people to hear this. Jesus. I spread my cheeks in the shower.
Wait. Before you even go on with this, the reason this is so funny to me is because that Jesus that you did, it was the same one when you first saw the Andy Warhol shit. When you went in and
and I saw
you were like, Jesus. It's the same.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold my cheeks in the shower and let the water in there first. Then I lather my hand up with soap and get in my ass to clean. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Darren's y'all's Cleveland nigga. See, this is why.
As soon as it's the
This
Cleveland.
is why I don't fuck with Cleveland niggas. All Clevelanders are in the shower with their head up against the tile, with their ass cheeks spread, letting warm water in.
That's just a bit inside.
Just a bit inside. Cleveland. That's what I'm telling you.
Instead of a bit outside, it's a bit
You
inside.
Cleveland niggas should use some of them dead fish to wipe your ass
Now,
with.
dude, your hands are not your hands are clean after you wash your hands. Your body gets clean in the shower. Clean it. Make sure it's clean and move on.
So even when you use your soapy hand to wipe inside your ass, and let's say you pull your hand out and there's particles of shit on
I've
there.
never
Listen,
seen particles
You might
of
not
shit.
never, but that's what you're doing. So there's particles of shit on your hand. Your point is you're in the shower, so you're going to wash that off anyway, right?
I'm gonna wash my whole body.
Your hand.
My
So
hand,
if there
my
is some doo-doo stew on your hand,
You're touching a dirty rag that has doo-doo on it if you're saying the same thing. And you're going to take that doo-doo thing, you're going to put it in your shower, you're going to put it in the corner of your room. Now you're just moving doo-doo around your room.
you know, you're like a hot dog. I don't want to know how you get clean, but I'll be glad to see you when I see you. I'll accept you when I see you, but I don't want to know the process.
I don't want your doo-doo rag around me. You have doo-doo rags. You have doo-doo rags that you take into the shower, you wipe your ass with them. Now you have an extra doo-doo rag because you need another one for your face now that someone else used up their ass, but then you have those laying around your shower. Fuck
Right.
that. That's dirty. That's nasty.
Oh, and let me read this one because I wanted to. Somebody pointed this out to us that I didn't know. Maybe you might have knew it, but I don't think you did because if you knew it, you'd have said something. Corey Jenkins, Ving Rhames. What up, A&A? Ving Rhames played a drag queen in a 2000 movie called Holiday Heart. And I heard somebody else write me about this and said it was bananas, his performance. Can't get much deeper than that, my guy. LOL.
No, I didn't know about that. No. The only drag queen movie that I know of that like had stars that is
Right.
Tu Wong Fu with Love.
Right. Let me check with our source. Tina. Yeah, Aries. Did you know that Ving Rhames was in a movie called My Holiday Heart where he played a drag queen? I did, Aries. It was a great movie. Anything else? No, that's it. All right. I'm going to go back to changing my underwear. Bye, Aries.
Where do you put the lotion? Puts the lotion on the skin. That's just the character from basically you're doing the character from what's Jodie Foster movie and Anthony
Silence of the
Lambs. That's
Oh!
the character you're doing.
Oh!
It puts the lotion on the skin. Yeah.
Right. Hey, do you have a white bitch in the bottom of a well in your crib? No, Aries. I don't. Help! Shut up.
That's
Right.
Dude, that guy had he had a part on a oh shit I'm not going to remember the name of it at all. Never mind. But it's so funny when you see that guy could never get away from that part. I don't think he could ever get away from it because even when he looked 100%
Not like that?
dude, yeah, it's and then when he spoke,
Right. Last one because it's 1 hour and seconds on the dot, and this is short. William Johnson, Butcher. Oh wait. What are you saying that for? Okay. You butchered the fuck out of the locker scene, but it's a dope alternate thesaurus version of the locker scene. He's talking about in Juice. You're right about the ironic scene. It is. I expected you would know it word for word. You're a genius, no cap. I was not expecting that this time. You shocked the fuck out of me. Hope all is well. William, listen, man, I'm not perfect. You know, Jordan didn't win every game, but he still got 6 championships. Ali didn't win every fight, but he's still a 3-time champion. Can't win them all.
dude, I can't remember my own jokes.
Andy doesn't own every dollar, but he still has money.
But you forget? We all forget even our own jokes.
Yeah. We have Frank Sinatra moments.
Just
Fly me to the You know, ladies and gentlemen, good to see you, boys and girls. You look good, especially you, darling. How you doing, kid? Fly me to... You know, let me tell you guys a story. I remember back in the 70s, every time he can't remember a song, he goes to
the audience.
To the audience. Fly me to... You know, it was back in I think it was 93. I was with this Toots and this Dame.
That's the problem. We don't have Tootses and Dames anymore.
I know, we've gotten away from that. You know, life was easier when you had Toots and Dames, wasn't it?
Mm.
Ah, yes, it was, Harry's. Let me tell you, Andy, back when there was Toots and Dames, guys were able to do whatever they want. They called us gents. And when the Toots and Dames got out of place, what did we do? We gave them a smack or two. We put them back in line. It's not domestic violence. It's just rebooting the system. Ah, Brett Butler, yeah?
I guess that's what happened to the Tootses and Dames.
That's right. Ah, Brett Butler here again. Toots and Dames. They were the best. You know what rhymes with toots? Tits. And back then, the gents could say, hey there, Toots, let me see your tits. And if she didn't, well, then she got smacked like a dame. Ah, Brett Butler, yeah? It ain't me, man. It's the character.
I'm well aware.
Right?
I think that's a show, man.
That's it, man. Time to go part ways, and you be team hand, and I'm going to be team washcloth, and get ready for the show.
You guys, should I tell everybody where we're going to be?
That would be great.
I forgot about that.
Our next tour is going to be called the Hand versus Cloth Tour.
The Hand That Rocks. Wait a minute. June. We're at Pittsburgh, right?
Fly me to the...
Oh, the 21st.
You know, I was with this dame one time, and
15.
she didn't act right. I was about to backhand her, and then that's when I said, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what life is like. Oh, Jupiter and Mars. Go ahead.
Well, let's see what life is like at the DC Comedy Loft on June 15th through the 18th. It's our first experience at the Comedy Loft. Let's come on out there. Let us know if you like us there, and we'll go from there. Then we're going to be June 23rd through the 25th back in Arizona at the Tempe Improv. Taking a week off. I'm going to be staying in Arizona. People out there, if you got any dates you want to give me, let me know. Irvine Improv, July 6th through the 9th, followed by Punchline Sacramento, 13th through the 15th, with the Houston Improv, July 20th through the 23rd, and then Jacksonville Comedy Zone, July 27th through the 30th, and then ending up at our good buddy Casey's place at the Mic Drop in San Diego. That's the 3rd through the 5th of August.
2 coins and a fountain. Each, you know, it was the 1940s, and I played with a lot of black guys who were awesome musicians. But the problem is, whenever we did Vegas, they had to come into the back. They wouldn't let them stay at the premier rooms and dine with the rest of us. And these were some pretty cool nickels, baby. But if it wasn't for me, life would still be that way. Because I'm Frank Sinatra, baby. I'm smooth. I could get things done. So I made sure those black bastards were taken care of. I treated with respect. Because those were my buddies. Those were my pals. Those were my nickels. Fly me to the moon. And I'm done.
Next week, guys.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Ari Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.